Hi Capricorn, welcome back. Thank you for being here. Let's dive into your reading. I'm going to grab a tarot deck. Capricorn, messages for Capricorn. What do you need them to know? Commitment is on your mind. Maybe something about food or about finances as well. Anything else for Capricorn people and placements? Okay, there could be something about a masculine pursuing you, or you could be investing in something or other. Tell us more for Capricorn. Capricorn. Yeah, it's like almost like you could be really just sitting on your high horse, so to speak, almost like not pursuing anything that doesn't resonate with you, is not equal or something like that. Like you're willing to let go of things, and that's the truth and the clarity of the matter. Like maybe you're just not going to pursue something that's not going to lead to your abundance or something like that. Being really cognizant about where you're actually investing in your energy this weekend. Tomorrow, actually, we have the moon conjoining Saturn, so we are working up to that element. We do have Venus opposing Jupiter, I believe, as well this weekend. So a little bit of reserved energy. I can see that you're really protecting your own personal happiness here for sure. Allowing yourself to heal out of any heartbreak, willing to let go of heartbreak as well could be important, especially if you are going towards like new friends or new coworkers, or just spending time at home in your family or something like that as well. It's a great weekend probably to as we approach that full moon, I think next on November 16th, next week, that Taurus full moon, you could be just focusing more on your physical health in that way, shape, or form, like what you feed yourself. Taurus energy could be relevant, of course. It looks like you're coming out of some kind of sadness. You could be hermiting yourself off as well, which allows you to process or come to some understanding regarding your health or your daily routine or work, which allows you to make actually better choices that lead you to success. On the bottom of the deck, healing with the Aquarius energy there, and a total transformation there with death. So you could be leaving something behind, or a strategy or method from the past, so that you can actually move towards greater success in your work. There could be something about balancing home and work life as well. But I'm going to pull a message from the oracle from the animals, I think. Or actually, we might do a wisdom first. Actually, I'm feeling guided to a tarot deck. And then we're going to see what they want you to do now that I understand the situation. Do you have any advice for Capricorns on what you would like them to do to move towards their success? Okay, interesting. Okay, there's almost something about like not focusing on something that's purely emotional. It's almost like there's an innovative solution here in some way, shape, or form. Yeah, it's something about like going with divine timing, establishing justice, following your passions, something new that you're investing in a more graceful, relaxed demeanor as you go with the tides, with the ebbs and flows, right? You can see that it's kind of calling us back to the Hierophant there, where he's holding that kind of lantern, and there's a lantern right here. So there's something about a new beginning, maybe, especially in your work, or maybe like something long term. Capricorn's most important advice, please. Okay, new life in the reverse. Let's see. Let's move at 39. Okay. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You're at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. It's almost like slowly but surely you will win the race. It's giving like turtle versus hare. Be immersed in the newness of it all, and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you, so don't try to rush ahead. Definitely, things take astrological timing and transits and such like that. Yeah, this could be a really great weekend, maybe that I'm talking to you, to spend time at home to really nurture that sense of emotional security, because how can you have a successful outer life if you don't have a successful inner life, right? It all starts from within. Let's see, maybe we'll pull one of these beautiful cards. It looks like you could be attracting mentors or guidance in the future, especially specifically I'm getting in your work. I just love ringing that little golden bell, calling in good energy. Capricorn's most important advice, please. Cracked open, fall into my arms. Interesting. Surrender, holding opposites, extremes of life. Wow. This card is quite beautiful. It's like she's in a cave and there's like a bunch of spirits coming towards her and flying away from her. Interesting. There's some crystals over there. That's interesting. I think somebody else caught the metaphor of crystal caves. I think it might have been Libra. Of course, Capricorn and Libra are both very justice oriented, very they like, maintaining that level of it's funny because the card that's upturned on the top of this deck is currently Saturn in Libra. That's funny. I wonder if this has any relevance to you, actually. I think I might just read it just for fun in your reading to see if this is some kind of divinely guided message. Saturn. Devotion, okay. In a reading, this card indicates the danger that the questioner may, in a desire to please all, promise more than he or she can possibly achieve. This results in a hopeless situation of attempting to meet obligations that cannot be successfully completed. Taking part in a legal case, drawing up an agreement, it's also giving like solidifying something, like in a marriage or something. You could have a falling out with somebody or something. There's a lack of peace maybe in your relationships at this point, but I think it will get better. The sky could have been pink around you as well, like maybe sunsets or something like that. This results in a hopeless situation of attempting, right? Okay, drawing up an agreement of importance. So this could be like even maybe a new business contract as well coming towards you. A relationship with a great age difference or a long-lasting marriage. Oh, that's nice. So there could be a gateway opening up regarding your power, regarding like shared financial opportunities from other people. Scorpio energy there could tie into that, seeing kind of rising from the ashes from the past, right? We did have death energy there in your past position as well. That's interesting. Yeah, there's some kind of mastery coming in, I would say, almost. Very cool. Okay, it's time to step up, called as well. I'm really being guided to read this, though, for you. I'm kind of curious. Fall into my arms. 66. Yeah, this is giving strong work or give and take dynamics, reciprocity, health. The Great Mother ushered you in when you took your first breath, and she'll be there when you draw your last. She knows how challenging life can be, that being human is lonely or confusing sometimes, and that polarity and separation can be excruciating when the soul remembers the oneness of Source. But at the same time, it's incredibly glorious and sweet. So often we see things as either good or bad. When things go well, we make it to mean that we're being rewarded, and when things are bad, that perhaps we've done something wrong. However, we're all here to expand and grow, and it's through the extremes that we do exactly that. You're being invited to welcome the highs and lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. The life is but a single breath and an inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over loneliness, Sorry, I didn't mean to say hurries. I meant to say worries, but maybe you were hurrying something, right? Loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts to her, to lay them on her altar, to fall fully into her arms, to remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. Yeah, this is obviously like some kind of maturity or initiation point too, as well at this time, like really getting grounded. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've lived. Interesting. I'm almost getting like this maturing energy, like being able to handle the extremes a lot easier than maybe you used to. So I think I'm going to maybe grab a few familiars for you. These beautiful green cards. See the most vital message at this point to guide Capricorn on their best path. What is the most important advice? Mole. Interesting. Using your senses to sense the way. Could be feeling in the dark. I think you got this actually a week ago too or something. So you're still kind of, Saturn hasn't gone completely forward yet. It's still in retrograde. It will be going forward, I think, on Tuesday. So you might feel more clear and more, because I'm sure like since Saturn actually rules Capricorn, that if that planet is going retrograde, I'm sure you would feel that quite a bit. I know, and especially based on your rising, whatever planet rules you through that. But I know when Venus went retrograde, and I'm a Libra rising, that it really impacted me, but it wasn't a bad thing. It was actually a good thing. It allowed me to, reconsider things. Baseless nonsense shows ignorance. False conceptions have you on the fence. Be wary, rational attitude of mind leads to falsehoods and truth combined. Interesting. Yeah. Please don't believe everything you see or hear, especially if it comes secondhand. Gossip and forked tongues rarely hold much truth or kindness. You must seek out what is true for yourself and dig about a bit. Yeah, really good time to go deep. In life, much will be passed down to you, like genes, traits, beliefs. Actually, there's a great Stanford professor I saw on Big Think. He was talking about how actually we don't have any free will at all. So you might want to check that out. I don't know if I'll link it. If I remember to, I might put it in the description. The most destructive of which can be a belief that's not yours. And he was saying how primates developed eventually to have a larger prefrontal cortex or something that allows you to make decisions independent of your genetic kind of passed down whatever, but and that only matures after about like 25 years or 27, which is funny because that's when Saturn completes its first return in everybody's birth charts, is about 27, right? It takes that many years before Saturn goes through all the signs back to the one at your birth. So, and that's when you usually are faced with reality, or you have to kind of mature in some sense, become the adult, right? This is especially true of religions and race. Not all those who claim to have been practicing witch activity have been so wise in the ages either. For many years I was literally torn out of the ground and ripped to pieces in the belief that my blood and body could cure, protect, and purify. Even today, animals suffer needlessly because of, that's interesting, cure, protect, and purify. So that could be what you're going through right now or this weekend. Remember to carefully question at all times what, where, and why. If something feels at odds with your heart, the right answers for you await. Very interesting, actually. Stand up for what you truly believe and seek out facts to back a claim. Don't be too quick to judge. There is more to a person than meets the eye. Learn about your faith, whatever it is, and the beliefs of others. Seek out what you have in common, rather than that which divides. Mole blood was seen as a cure. This could be like a new relationship or something that's coming into your reality in your future or something, either with new people or with, new collaboration, seeing how you can be of service there, how they can be of service to you, etc. Interesting. Yeah, 71 is the page, which would mean like a new contract, either in marriage, either in business, or something like that. So I'm going to grab a few extra messages for Capricorn people and placements. Capricorn. Maybe they want you to move towards something that's healthier as well, like a healthier relationship or healthier dynamic. This could be something about your spouse, actually. It looks like we're talking about something romantic here. Anything else for Capricorns? Communicating your truth will be very important. Maybe you have to be defensive in some kind of way too. There's something about seeing a bigger picture or perspective, or like gathering all your information. It's funny how spouse landed on top of soul gifts and training. And that's right near the Page of Wands. This could be like a Scorpio or an air sign here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sagittarius elements here as well. Interesting. Maybe you're some kind of like mentor for this person, or a good role model. Capricorn. Could be an Aquarius, Capricorn. Most important vital advice, please. 21. This could be a new start in finances. Sublime by Ravi, fierce with sacred rage, cannot be deceived nor deterred. She is unflinching, fearless, and determined. She causes that which is unworthy of the soul to flee and secures divine protection for the authentic soul path. That's funny because the other card said protection as well. Her presence empowers our hearts to face our fears and signifies we are ready to overcome anything that has held us back. She gives the power to fulfill our heart's desires and reminds us to embrace our unique path with confidence. Wow. To encourage such dedication, she dangles a divine carrot. If we step up, her power can become our power of protection, and she will share other divine powers too. She is also known as Siddhi by Ravi, the grantor of spiritual abilities, powers, and attainments. That's interesting because the mole was superstition there, right? Supernatural understanding, sixth sense type vibes. She brings out the best in us and conquers the threats to our fulfillment. Her appearance in a reading augurs potential for tremendous accomplishment. Wow, although she might seem downright frightening in what she asks of us, as we often find liberation from our fears by moving through them, she is beneficent. She is the light of sacred fire and higher awareness, or tejas in Sanskrit. So this could be like liberating yourself, like liberation prayers from demons, from lower energies, from lower spirits, from lower frequencies. That is a light which provides clarity and capacity for discernment. Wow. Discernment is associated with Saturn. Yeah, it's interesting because maybe you're approaching your first Saturn return, you're approaching like fully adulthood almost, which allows you to make better choices. Okay. Without access to the light, the ego misinterprets guidance to suit its own ends and creates confusion. Her light helps us see and overcome self-sabotage of ego and instead tune into genuine wisdom. Wow. And maybe like going out somewhere will help you to like spark these ideas. You know, sometimes when you go on a walk or just like leave your familiar environment for a moment, you come up with ideas sometimes. We are asked to embrace our true passions and allow them to burn and purify us from within. The Tantras teach by Ravi incites every form of passion and teaches the power to control them. This is why she is a yogini, a female adept that knows how to unleash and yet guide the wild energies of our being for sacred, passionate purpose. Interesting. The base chakra, something about the root chakra here. Interesting. We're going to definitely get some chakra cards. She helps ground ourselves within the authentic spiritual nature rather than on the shaky ground of ever fluctuating external circumstances. Yeah, I was saying something like that. And remember in the beginning of this reading, I think I was saying something about being able to weather the storms a lot better. Like you understand you're like becoming a skilled sailor, right? Wow. It is from the spiritually stable place that we can move from strength to strength, secure in her love and protection as we manifest our passionate purpose. Yeah, using the wind to push you in the right direction, right? Recognize your inner divine badass and commit to your dreams with conviction. I like that. Okay, let's grab you some chakra cards in case there's anything here. Capricorn's most important vital messages, please. This could be something like a child or like a new creative endeavor, or maybe just like understanding how important joy is and how it relates to you and how it actually allows you to move towards greater, like higher vibrational thoughts and ideas. Perhaps Capricorn. Capricorn, please. Why do we have this here? Angel Azrael. Azrael. That was just out already, so that might be important. Capricorn. I am worthy of love. Wow. Okay, this could be about give and take dynamics, health to do with dating, or work, balancing work and love, or work and joy. Yeah, this is a new gateway opening up, or maybe even a union with somebody. Interesting. Capricorn. I am at home in my body. I want to say in my own body. Yeah, I'm at home in my own body. So there's something about like your health really important, or there could be a new job coming towards you, a new daily routine. Yeah, or maybe they just want you to stay grounded while this happens. Okay, I think I'm going to grab you a animal message. Capricorn's most important vital advice, please, to help Capricorn align to their most abundant destined life path. Love is all around. Be at peace. Okay, I love that. And bring your ideas to life. 24. Okay. And we have sweet results await on the bottom with B. So this is definitely something about like a relationship or a business contract. But it came out in the reverse. So I'm just going to check it out and read this to you. 7. When Bee Spirit comes as your protector, she asks you to be very honest with yourself. Do you want to taste the sweet honeys others have been making but believe is unattainable for you? Do you wonder how others ended up with so much magical honey when you seem to have none? Have you bought into the illusion of separation and become convinced you can't have what others in the hive enjoy? Do you separate from the hive and do it all on your own, or hoard what honey you have and willing to trust? There is plenty of support and plenty of sweetness to go around. If you have been overworking and overdoing and have not given yourself any time to enjoy the sweetness of life, Bee Spirit tells you to stop and recharge. Perhaps you're afraid that if you don't get something done, it just won't get done. However, even busy bees need to take a break. And when they do, the honey still gets made. So remind yourself the sweetness is everywhere and it's available to you when you need it. Wow. This could be, like we were saying in the beginning of this reading, spending a lot more time at home, really nourishing that inner sense of grounded emotional security. And it's interesting, as I finished your reading, the sun, it was murky and cloudy all day so far this morning, and now it's like the sun is coming out a bit. So that could be a metaphor as well. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please hit like, comment, share, subscribe. You can get a personal by messaging me on Telegram. You can leave a tip through the Buy Me a Coffee link. Good luck. Take care.